I'm JH, and in this video I'll be discussing about the 2022 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, the second round of the 2022 F1 season. Please note that everything I said is based on facts and of course my own opinion. So, without further ado, let's start the video. First of all, let me just say this. I'm surprised that they actually raced there this week, because, there is literally a missile attack within less than 10 miles of the track, but as Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton said, cash is king. Anyway, now let's get into their performance. Great results for Red Bulls, Max once again going racy with Charles on the last stages of the race. Verstappen kept pushing like crazy, even almost crashing into the barrier a couple of times. Thankfully he didn't, and ended up winning the race. Checo on the other hand got very unlucky. On the early stage of the race, he seems comfortable leading the race until it's time to pit. He immediately got slapped with a safety car and 3 cars got ahead of him because of that. Unfortunate, but still a good race for him overall. Nice comeback race for Red Bull. Although I think Christian Horner is still bitter about that Checo timing though. It's official, the Ferrari is back, finishing 2 and 3 with Charles and Carlos in this race. This time though, they both got lucky with the safety car timing. Charles was leading the race after the safety car and made some respectable defending against Max. Well, in the end he failed, but it was damn close. Sainz once again is looking quite steady. He can't really match Charles' pace, but well, he got lucky with the safety car as well and managed to hold on to a 3rd place finish, and I think that's good enough. Overall, I think they got a great result. The Mercedes didn't look like they can keep up with the Red Bulls and Ferrari this season. In this race, Russell finished P5, no drama, calm and steady racing. Great result for him. As for Lewis, well, he got P10. To be fair, I think he's not at his best on this race. He seems off. I know he's unlucky with the pit entry closing right before his eyes, but you also can't say that he had a great race. He struggled on the mediums and also having a hard time against Magnussen, which is not what you wanted to hear when you want to win the championship. They look great in the early laps, even letting Alonso and Ocon racing each other on the track. However, it went wrong for Alonso as he got engine problem and forced to retire on lap 36. It's a shame since he seems to be having a good race before it happened. Ocon on the other hand is having a fantastic race, finishing P6 with no major errors. I'd say they managed to get a decent result considering the situation. They bounced back quite nicely from the first race. Lando finished P7 due to a strong performance in the latter stages of the race, even almost getting P6 at the end. Great result for him. As for Daniel, he got unlucky and retired because of an engine problem. Tough luck. Overall, McLaren got a nice amount of points in this race. They did an okay job, I guess. Yuki Tsunoda's car had an engine problem right before the race start, causing him to not participate. He seems to be having problems with qualifying. Tough weekend for him. Fortunately, Gasly had a decent race despite losing places at the early laps. Well, it's also because of the cars in front of him having problems, but still, he finished P8, which is a nice result compared to his first race. Not too bad, but not too good of a result for AlphaTauri. Tough weekend. Mick Schumacher had a big crash on the qualifying session and pulled out of the race. Thankfully, he's okay. Magnussen had another great race, finishing P9 even though safety car almost ruined his race. But in the end, he got a great result. I'd say Haas got a decent result. Nice job. Unlucky. Bottas seems to be having another great race, making both Alpines uncomfortable during the early stages, and seems to be running comfortably in the points position. Unfortunately, he was forced to retire due to cooling issues. As for Joe, well, he struggled with clutch problems. To be fair, it's not really something he can control, and not serving a penalty just add even more to his misery. He ended up finishing P11 just outside of the points. However, he's a rookie, so I'll still give him the benefit of the doubt before comparing him to a certain driver. Still, horrible weekend for the Alfa Romeos. I mean, with their car, what did you expect? Hülkenberg had a solid drive, even entering points position for some time, but still, in the end, he can't keep up with the other cars and finishing out of points. Stroll had a decent race, but the contact with Albon caused him to drop pace and, like his teammate, finishing out of points. Another tough weekend for the Aston Martins. Albon did okay in this race, but the Stroll incident caused him to retire and even got a 3-place grid penalty for the next race. Tough luck for him. As for Latifi, he looked completely out of place in this race. The only action he's having is crashing into the barriers on lap 16. He needs to get it together, especially being the more experienced driver on the team. Terrible result for Williams. Here's the standings after the second round. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please share, like and subscribe. See you in the next video, and yeah, have a nice day.